Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock the Hunter, and welcome back to our Pokemon White 2. Last time, we went to the Pokemon World Tournament, and we managed to confront Team Plasma at their Plasma Frigate, which is their base of operations. And we were told to come out over here to Route 6. I guess that's what it's called. Do I remember? Yes, I do. This time, we're going to be continuing our adventure down Route 6. So, let's go. Or we can have a random encounter from right here. Ooh, we got ourselves a rare one. But first off, I'm going to cover the Pokemon that we can find out here. First off is Deerling. Deerling comes in 4 different appearances depending on the season. Deerling is a kind of a mediocre Pokemon. Would I recommend it? No, I do not. I would only recommend it if you're going to use it as an HM slave. But I don't remember it has that many moves that it knows for its HM use, but hey, I'm sure you can find some use for it for somewhere. Next up is Shelmet. Shelmet is a very interesting bug type. To evolve it, you gotta trade it with its counterpart, or Carablast, which I'll cover in just a moment. But in all honesty, this is kind of an interesting Pokemon. Evolving it is very, very awkward, so if you want one on your team, by all means. Then there's Carablast. Carablast, same thing Carablast with its counterpart, Shelmet. To evolve it, you're gonna have to trade it with a Shelmet, so you can get to its final evolution. I think Shelmet evolves into Excelgor, and Shelmet kind of evolves into Excavalier. But the evolution on this one is just also awkward on that one, but it's very weird. Next up is Tranquil, the evolution of Bidove. Excuse me, can't speak today. Tranquil. If you haven't gotten a flying type already, you might want to pick one up now, because trust me, for what's coming up pretty soon, you're gonna need a flying type to save your life. But then you have as an evolution of Pheasant, which is pretty much the same rules apply with Tranquil. But seeing as I already have Ezreal right here, I don't really need it. But you can find Pheasant through the rustling grass. Next up is Fungus. Fungus is a weird poison type. Would I recommend it? Not really. You can usually find these as fake items, but we'll be seeing that later on. So if you're looking for a good poison type, don't go for Fungus. Next up is Meryl, as evolved from Azumarill. These are some very interesting water types. If you're looking for a really good water type, this one could be a good one. They do have the potential of having a good ability called Huge Power, which doubles their physical attack and use in battle. So, hey, it's not a bad Pokemon to say the least. Right here we have a Pokemon right there. Next up is Castform. Castform. This one is kind of an interesting Pokemon. When I say this is a good Pokemon, sort of. It has the potential of having a few different forms depending on for what weather that you're at. Whether it be scorching sunlight, pouring down rain, and giant hailstorms will resemble of what type it will become. Is it any good? Not really. But if you're looking for a good one, you can find one in a much more better spot. Next up, we haven't gotten the chance of finding this one yet, but there's a time we'll be getting to Surf HM in a little bit. But when you do so, you'll be able to find a Pokemon known as Basculin. Basculin is basically another worthless fish Pokemon. If you're looking for a good water type, Basculin's not your guy. On the plus side, it does have a couple of different appearances, but the problem is they represent the Raputa Berry, which is not a good thing in the slightest. But in all honesty, this one's not really much of a good water type. There's just some better water types later on. So if you want a water type, just go with Oshawott. Okay. So now that I'm done tripping over my words all the time, trust me, it's going to be happening a little bit more. Unfortunately. Alright. I really need to know how to stop tripping over my words so much, because it's already been a pain in the ass as it is. Put Aqua up in the front because I want her to continue to be the strongest. We have an Elixir right here, but you might notice that there's another item right here. Surprise! This is a fungus. See, this is what I like to consider to be a jerkish of a Pokemon. So, here's what I think of you doing something like that. I think you're poison type? A pure poison type? Okay, I was wrong. It is actually a part grass type. Jeez. Aren't I totally smart? Not. Well, then again, it's been a while since I've looked at fungus. Maybe I should have looked at at least the stats and pretty much everything about the Pokemon before I started this, but then again, probably wouldn't get mad at that much because I don't really recommend this Pokemon that much because it's just a terrible Pokemon. Okay. Hey, Sharon, my man, how you doing? Oh, Zergic, can you come with me for a moment? Alright. No one really talks about it, but the record shows that there was a sudden drop in temperature near Lacunosa City town. Excuse me. It was only for a moment, but it went down as low as -58 degrees Fahrenheit. That's bad. Isn't that as bad as cold as dry ice? Actually, I think dry ice is a little bit colder than that. Not only that, but similar temperatures were recorded around Castelia City and Driftdale City. On top of that, the incident with Team Plasma. I think this needs some investigation before things go bad. Hate cold weather, though. Hey! I'll give you this too. It's a hidden machine that contains Surf. With this, please go to different places and check what's going on. Let one of your Pokemon learn Surf, and you can travel across the water. HMO3? Surf. Probably the most important item, well, HM in this game. So we've got to talk to this. I think there's someone around here that we're going to want to talk to. So this person right here would give us a Deerling on our team. So do I really think this is a good idea? Not really. What do you say? Alright. So let's go ahead and teach Surf. Teach it to Aqua. Let's see which one gets the boot. I'm going to give it a tackle because I want to continue to have some same type attack bonus. I'll see if I can try to make room for trying to make all my moves not be the same type because I've had a problem with that in the past. So yeah, and of course you would battle me. You think there's a theory for a lot of things. And so you know there's gonna be a theory that there's gonna be a theory how to crack a theory. Ooh. Someone write that down. What am I talking about? Don't do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this to good use. Alright, Jacques. Let's see how much he realized that was a worthless item. You see? That's how much it sucks. Okay. Oh, come on! I didn't know you looked this way. You know what? Fine. Oh, hello. Maybe I shouldn't judge. Okay. Let's go for a Surf. How about I prove to your buddy Jacques just a moment ago how much you realized that was a worthless item? You see? Worthless. And, ooh, you got a Carablast. You know, you should trade with someone with that. I heard you get a pretty good Pokemon. Excelgore's a good one. It may not be one of my personal favorite bug types, but it's one of my personal favorites from Gen 5. Okay. Ooh, a Moonstone. Very good item. Now, I believe when we come over here, a tiny mushroom. Okay. You might want to hold on to these. Uh-oh. If I recall correctly, I think this is the perpetrator. Yep. Stupid fungus. Yes, yes, you look weird. I get it. I'm not doing this on purpose, mind you. Okay. Now... Okay, we got an Ultra Ball. That's good. Okay, don't look at me. Freaking fungus. This is why I don't like you. You're considered to be a major screw you to the player. Let me see something. Okay, there's no other. Okay. Don't. How was that? Hi, Cobalion! That Pokemon. It is a legendary Pokemon called Cobalion. I told you the story the other day, right? Oh, Cobalion, what a noble presence. They say the three Pokemon, Cobalion, Parisian, and Terrakion, fought against people to protect Pokemon from the war those people started. If people fight, there's no peace for Pokemon either. The three legends have learned that the deeds of humans could lead to desired consequences for the world. But why did it show up in front of people? Is it patrolling the Unova region to protect Pokemon because it fears for their safety after the commotion caused by Team Plasma 2 years ago? Or does it sense a new problem? Unforgivable. So the reach of Ghetsis' ambitions and malice is growing even wider and warping the lives of all of it touches. Did Cobalion appear in front of you merely by accident? Or to plead with you to solve a problem? Unlike Lord N, I don't like the ability to understand the minds of Pokemon. Therefore, I don't know what that Pokemon is thinking. But if you can befriend Cobalion, it will be a great asset to you on your journey. Probably. And we got a little bit of a shaky shake right here. Just out of curiosity. Let's see what it is. Well, hello there, Molga. It may sound weird when I say this, but you're actually the kind of Pokemon that I'm looking for. And before you guys ask, no, I am not using it on my team. Remember when I said of one I talked about a Molga from before? You might want to consider catching one for something later on. Alright. I doubt this will be enough, but let's try it. Oh, by the way, I never mentioned this, but I actually finally fixed the timing on my new 3DS right here. So now that we got that out of the way, maybe I should start preparing to use my Dusk Balls a little bit more often. So you're the Sky Squirrel Pokemon. Don't care. Goodbye. And I'll pull you out in a little bit later on, but not now. Okay. So now that we got the ability to surf now, let's go. Ooh, item. TM56? Flame. There's a lot of different effects that can happen when you use the fling item, or the fling move. Okay. So check it out. We now have this little cave right here. And did I know that I was going to use Flash? No, I did not. So let me see something. I do not have it. Crap. Guess I'll have to come back. Actually, hang on. Let me see. I want to see if I can try to pull up a map of what the place will look like. I doubt I have it. Oh, wait. Hush my big mouth. I got it right here. Okay, I panicked for nothing. Okay. Oh, we can use strength. Good. Okay. So, out here in the Stralton Cave, we actually have a few new Pokemon that we can find. Wish I didn't screw myself in this one. Okay, good. First up that we can find out here is Boldore. Boldore is a really good defensive Pokemon. If you're looking for a good defensive rock type, by all means, this is a good one. And all honestly, you're not gonna make any wrong choices with this one. To evolve it, you need the Trader Zone to get to its final evolution of Gigalith, which is a dang good Pokemon to say the least. Next up is Woobat. Woobat is a worthless psychic flying type. It's very frail, but it does have some pretty decent amount of speed. Would I recommend this for any team? Not really. I did use one at one point during my very first playthrough. I think it was Black 2, I believe it was. And it was actually not a bad Pokemon. I used it pretty nicely. Next up is Aron. Aron is a very good defensive Pokemon. It's basically Boldore, only better once it's fully evolved. If you're looking for a really good Steel type, Aron's a good one. The only downside is it's very slow, and later on it has so many weaknesses, and well, especially one to fighting. So if you're looking for a good one, be careful on how to use this particular one. Next up is Axew. Everyone's gotta know Axew. I mean, it's freaking Axew. Axew is a very nice dragon type, especially when it's fully evolved into its final evolution of Haxorus. So if you're looking for a really good physically offensive Pokemon, this is your guy. Finally, through the sound of rumble throughout the ground, is Drillbur. Drillbur! It may start off as a ground type, but once it evolves into Excadrill later on, it becomes a ground steel type, making it one of the best Pokemon that I would recommend if you're looking for a good ground or a good steel type. This thing is a force to be reckoned with. It has a really good physical offensive stats, and while its speed may not be up to snuff, but in all honesty, you got a really good Pokemon. Okay. So it's gonna learn Aqua Jet. I was originally meant to use it, but I kind of decided against it at this point, but I really couldn't. So we had a guy that was blocking the way just a moment ago. Let me see. That's pretty much our way back. Oh, hello. And we got a Super Repel, which is very, very nice. I think there's supposed to be another one around here. Oh, hello. Maybe I should come back here when it's a more lighter out. So, you know what? I'll come back here at a later point. So let me just get to this one trainer, and then I'm gonna try to get as far as I can into the next place, because I'm pretty much just stalling for time, that's all. Hey, it's my old pal from Pokemon Black. Oh, speaking of which, I was just talking about you a little bit ago. You're a fantastic Pokemon. And holy crap, I forgot that you were resistant to water. Yeah, that was on me. That was me. My bad. There we go. Alright. Thank you, Jeff. Hey! Aren't you the same Jeff from Total Drama Island? Because the way how you spell your name. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Spinning in circles! Okay. And forgot it was raining. Now, if I recall correctly, there was a house that was right up here. And I don't think I'm going to be needing one. Okay, just don't challenge me. Thank goodness. I think if we come in here. Yes, thank goodness. Ma'am, you are a lifesaver. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna say goodbye. Just say hello and then goodbye. Alright, so welcome to the next dungeon. Ooh, I got a lot of good things to say about this place, but before I do so, let's see if I have one. Doesn't look like it. Let me just sort. Oops. Okay, I guess I don't have one. Okay, you know what? That's no big deal. So anyway, welcome into the Charstone Cave. Excuse me, I can't speak today. We have 5 new Pokemon that we can find out here. One of them is Joltik. Oh, wait, hang on. We have... As always, this place is charged with lots of electricity that Pokemon like. The electric charge reacted from one stone to another, so that's why they are floating stones. We can't push all of them, though. Oh, that's right, I came here to research something. Be seeing you. Okay. So I'm gonna get through this as far as I can. And, oh, actually, I like this statement here. Anywho, as I was saying, we have a few new encounters that we can find out here. Like this one, for instance. Ferroseed! Ferroseed is a grass steel type. If you're looking for a really good grass type, this is your guy. It has a very nice ability called Iron Barbs. Iron Barbs is an ability that deals 1/8 of direct damage to your opponent if it causes a physical contact with it. So if you're looking for a really good Pokemon that knows how to deal counter damage to your opponent from just touching it, this is your guy. Next up is Joltik. Joltik is an electric bug type. Very interesting typing. Is it any good? Not really. But it does come with a nice originality. So if you're looking for a really good bug or a really good electric type, I guess this one could be decent. But the problem that I have with it is very frail. So there's some better bug types and electric types out there. Next up is Nosepass. Nosepass. It is a pure rock type, and it's actually not a bad defensive Pokemon. If you're looking to use one on your team, by all means. The only problem that I have with it is that, like many rock types, it's slow, and it usually has some major weakness to those using the special attacks. So, it's not bad, but you might want to look elsewhere. Next up is probably one of my favorite Pokemon to find out here. Tynamo. Tynamo is a very, very nice Pokemon. It's very fast, and it has no weaknesses because it has the Levitate ability. So if you're looking for a really good electric type that knows how to get the job done with no weaknesses, this is your guy. And I mean that in a good way. So, let's do it. And you also want to bring a Magneton here for a couple of reasons. Not only is it a good type advantage, please, but because of this. Magneton wasn't much of a security person or Pokemon as it is. We just got its major upgrade, Magnet Zone. Holy crap! This is practically going to be an awesome thing to have. And I ran out of time. I guess I'm a Stralton Cave really... Hi, Rock Gem. So anyway, as I was saying, I think that Mr. Alton Cave really took a major chunk out of my time because I really couldn't do anything there. So, oopsie. Don't worry, Electron. You'll get your chance soon. Don't you worry. So let me see what this item is real quick. Ooh, Hyper Potion. Very good. Okay. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I think it's about time to go ahead and we end things off right here, alright? So next time on Pokemon White 2, we're going to be finishing up with the Chargestone Cave, and then we're going to be heading off for the next place. I forget what it was called, but... Anyway, I will see you guys next time for more Pokemon White 2.